Bren, hi, Bren, not to single you out or anything, but could you email me? I got something to talk to you about. Uh, okay, so hi everyone. Hi Leslie. Hi Christine. Hi Sandra. Susan. Welcome. I can't tell you enough how fun it is to come on and have people waiting and chit-chatting with each other, because that's what we're all about, is that community. But also for me, as somebody who makes these schedules and stuff, it's so awesome to like start off and knowing that there are people here. And when you go live on Facebook, you can't really kind of do that, or at least I never figured out how to do that. But it's nice to know that you guys are going to be here when I arrive. Yes, 1 week till Thanksgiving. I am almost done with all my Thanksgiving crafts. Tomorrow being Freebie Friday, we're going to do Thanksgiving table decorations, because I found some really nice freebies at Dreaming Tree that I want to show you. There's actually more than one. Hi, Daryl. Oh, thank you, Daryl. Hi, Regina. Hi, Kirsten, Linda. Welcome. So, yeah, so it's almost Thanksgiving, which I have to think is probably the easiest holiday in a family. I don't know if you guys feel that same way, but for me, it's just, as one of my friends said the other day, it's just a big meal with turkey instead of a chicken. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of it. You don't have to decorate, you don't have to buy presents and things like that. I mean, you can make something new, but doesn't everybody like to have the same things? My mother's this and my grandmother's that, and all of that. So it's kind of a traditional meal. So we have those less frequently. Yeah, and it's quiet. At this rate, it'll be a chicken. Oh goodness. Yeah, I know. We haven't got our turkey yet, but my sister always sending me the deals. Apparently, they're on sale starting tomorrow for 49 cents a pound at Stop and Shop, which I thought was like, wow, I haven't seen a price like that in a long time. Stop and Shop does have some really good deals, but the lowest I've seen at our value market was 79 cents a pound. And yeah, being with family, yeah. You couldn't find, for a small turkey. Yeah, it's like everybody wants the biggest turkey there is, so there you go. All right, so let's see, a few more announcements and then we can get started. Yes, 1 week to Thanksgiving. Just a couple more days of our giveaway for the mug press. And let's see, mug press, and with $50 worth of mug press essentials. I don't want to just say infusible ink because there might be something else on there. And then also a couple of days from our marathon Zoom session. Remember, we are doing a Zoom on Saturday. And if Lynn Collins is in the house, can we talk separately afterwards? Because I found out how to go live on YouTube and put it onto, no, I found out how to go live on Zoom and then put it on YouTube and such. And I am prepared to do that, which would be, yay, it will be a goal that I've had. So today, and that's this week, and then next week it will be slightly abbreviated because Thanksgiving, so I won't be presenting on Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll pop in to say hi or something. But Thursday we won't have a formal class, but we will have on Friday. And then on Saturday after Thanksgiving, My son is Sparky the fire dog for the Peabody Fire Department, so he will be playing his role as Sparky, and I will be his handler. So we will not have a show on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we're going to have it on Sunday, and we are going to make that giant gingerbread house from 3D SVG. So we have a busy week, even though it's going to be abbreviated. I hope you can join me. I love it when we get people that we don't often see because they're working and stuff. So that's kind of fun. It's like a homecoming week. So today we are going to be making a double-sided sign. A double-sided sign is a porch sign for our porches. One side is going to have a Thanksgiving greeting, and the other side is going to have some sort of holiday greeting. And this particular one that I created, it says "Be Merry," and I actually did it in, let's see if I can show you, I don't know. It's the shimmer, which requires strong grip transfer tape. So we're going to go through all of that, like how to cut this, how to measure it, how to get everything ready. I actually have been planning this, and I hope I don't mess up as I've done before. You know that paper is my medium of choice, so it's a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit iffy when I do stuff that's not paper, but I want to expand my horizons and expand your horizons. So that's why I continue to try these things. So if you're looking for like an expert on how to do vinyl and stuff, you're not going to find it here, but I try really hard. So we're going to use today, normally when we make these signs, we use our Joy, because the Joy is perfect. It does a very, very long and no bigger than 4 1/4, right? And I found some great wood that I've told you about several times that is actually, it's only like 4.5 inches wide, and it was pre-primed. I actually painted this myself, which I'm proud of myself because I hate paint, but I like did not do a great job, but that's okay. Anyway, so we've been using, in the past, we've been doing these as like 4 1/4, and you can still do that with your Joy. And I've shown you how to do that a couple of times with the Joy, but today I wanted to use the Explore because I found this piece of wood that is much wider. Let me get my thing here. So it is, well, I don't want to say much wider, but it's 5.5 inches wide, which means I can go slightly wider on my sign. So I thought, perfect to show you how to do the smart material vinyl with this sign. So this piece of wood, which I did paint, is, let's see, 18 and 15, so 33 inches. So I've got 5 1/4 inches by 33 inches. Now, obviously, we don't want to cut it out bigger, and we don't want to cut it out just that same thing. So we're going to focus on making the image smaller so that it fits on the board. But the point being that this one is a lot wider. So, so I found this, well, I shouldn't say found it, Santo found it for me. I painted it last night, and I was like, oh, okay, good, we can do that. So let's start from wrapping your daughter and you in love. Uh-oh, what's going on? Are we all okay? Teresa, is it Teresa McKinley or Teresa? Turkeys are $4.91 a pound? Get out of here. That's ridiculous. Okay, sorry, I'll get back. I love to chat with you guys, but then I get off track. So these kinds of signs are sort of new to Design Space, and I am so impressed with how many signs options there are. If you type in a long cut, just like that, you will find all kinds of them. There's just porch signs. There's some with, like, they're just, look at jungle, nature, dividers. That's not really for signs, but look at, here's Christmas. There's 26 of those. There's Thanksgiving, Halloween, grilling, customize with your family name, seasons, Passover, Easter, school, Spanish, awesome, Canada Day, Beach House, St. Patrick's Day. So there is a design, I would guess. There's a design for anything you'd like to design for, or you can start with one of the designs and swap things out. Today we're going to be doing a sign that's going to be double-sided, because why not? We can't have an empty side. And here is what we're going to choose from. We're going to choose from either we're going to choose one from this Thanksgiving one. And let's see, it's hard to see them, but I think I chose this one already. So why don't we choose this one and insert it? And you see here it comes on my screen. Now I'm using my iPad. You do not need to use your iPad if you don't want to. But if you are going to use your iPad, you do need to make sure that you select the correct machine, which this one is Explore 3, right? So let's go back to the canvas. So I have these images, which I brought here, and you will see, let me make it smaller so that you can kind of see. So I've already sized these two and actually cut those out, but I wanted to just show you how you would do sizing if you were on the iPad. So we like this Autumn Blessings one, and and let's make it bigger just so you can see it. It's very pretty. Look at that. It's got gourds and corn and big sunflower and pumpkins. No turkey, which is kind of funny because we always seem to get decorating with turkeys. But so to size this, I would go to the layers. I'm not going to go to layers panel. I'm going to go to the edit section, and you will see here that this is sized for 11.9 inches wide, way too big, and a height of almost 60 inches. So it's probably about as tall as me, a little less. So obviously we don't want to do that with, and I'm going to start by just whittling it down to 5 inches in width. And then if I want to, which is what I did here, so I did a 5-inch width here, and then I did unlock it and do the height. So what did we have? 32 inches on ours, and 5.5 inches wide. So 5 inches is a perfect width, but may not come out to be the exact height that we want it to be. So right here, it's 31.5. Let's see, this one here is the same thing, 31.5. So I think what I would do is unlock this and just change it to 31.5. Okay. And then they are the same, about the same size. Did that turn out? Now, when you do unlock it, make sure you're checking that width, because the worst thing is cutting something out and then finding out the width changed and it's not going to work for your board. So I definitely check sizes before I cut anything out. Now, with the Explore 3, you could probably cut out 2 2 across because it's going to actually cut this length like this. And so there's a thought doing that way because we're going to be using smart materials, which it's actually 13 inches wide. So let us just go and I think we should probably do these ones since I already cut this one out. So let's hide these. All right. So this one here, I grouped them. And this is an example of what I'm talking about. It would be ungroup so that we know what the width should be. So we'll look at this, and it is too wide. It's 8 inches wide. So let's change it to the 5. And let's see, it's coming in at 32 inches high. Let's do, whoa. Sorry about yesterday, by the way. Somebody needed a new gas line put in. It was so loud. So I'm kind of glad that that I let you go because there's no way that we could have talked over that. So I'm going to just change the height just ever so slightly to 32 because I think, and actually I'm going to change, no, 31. I think 31 will work. So I have a width of 5 and a height of 31 for this one. Let's do this one. We're going to unlock it and change it to 31. And then relock it. So now I should only have, yep, I only have these 2 on my screen. And I have my machine set for Explore 3. So I'm going to hit make it. And you will see that I actually have 2 different cuts that I'm going to be making. I'm going to see if I can't cut out 2 and make 2 signs. So I'm going to go up here to where that little mat sign is, and I'm going to press on there, and I'm going to change the project copies to 2 and see what happens. Yep, it's going to work. So see, I've got grateful and I've got believe. So this is going to work. I don't know what, oh, this looks new. Rearrange, what does that mean? Oh, you can move them. Oh, I didn't even see that. Lovely. I love it. Okay, so there is a very, some things are just amuse me very easily. So here we go. We've got believe, and I'm just going to move them around so that there's some space between them like this. So then I'm going to hit next, and I am going to choose what I think I would kind of, oh goodness, it's been a while. So they're updating my machine. So we can talk while we're doing that. So anyway, let's talk about Smart Vinyl. So Smart Vinyl is actually, new functionality. And then obviously here. But Smart Vinyl is actually pretty cool stuff. And I've actually been thinking about this, and this might be something Annette, who's my scientist engineer, might want to try. I wonder if you could cut Smart Vinyl down to 5.5 inches and use 1 roll as 2 rolls of joy. I wonder, don't you think? That would be kind of interesting. So so let's pick our vinyl. So this one is red, and this one is, what color? Aqua. I thought if I wanted to do a Hanukkah one, I thought this blue would be perfect. This blue is called Ocean. And this is orange, although, yeah, I guess it's okay, orange. So let's choose orange and maybe this color for the, I don't know. I know, let's choose this color for the believe, I think, and this color for the thankful. I think that would work. All right. So now it's telling me to reconnect. Okay, I gotta reconnect. Go here, and I'm going to go to Bluetooth, and I'm going to find my Explore 3. It's unsuccessful. How? Is it on? It's on. Oh, please, please, please work. Okay, it's connected. All right, so let's go back. Okay, it did. It connected. All right, so we should be connected, and now we're going to hit next. Oi. All right. Blah, blah. Let this happen. So while we're doing this, we can just kind of talk about colors. There aren't as many colors in the Smart Vinyl yet for the 3 machines, for the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3, but they're good, like evergreen colors, and they are on sale. I got rolls, 3-foot rolls of this yesterday for like $3 or $4. Maybe it was $4. It's a 3-foot roll, which I find to be easy to work with. It's not like too big. I do have like some 75-foot rolls, and boy, they're huge, and it's hard to work with them. And they come in this really nice box, and I'm seeing here that I actually used this vinyl. I did. I used this vinyl. How did I use this vinyl and not know it? Well, we can't use this vinyl. So there, everything's all messed up. Oh, wait, there's more vinyl in here. So let's have a look at how much we have in there. So these come in 3-foot rolls. I don't think that I'm going to have enough here. So that's not going to work. So we need to find a different color for our Thanksgiving one. We could try this, which is the aqua. Or there is also red. That's kind of Christmassy. Hold on. Let me have a look over here. All right. I found maize. That's pretty cool. That's a yellow. It's a very nice color. So let's go ahead and use that. And let's reconnect. And once again, this is, what are we using? We're doing the Explore 3. This is the beauty of live. Somebody sort of gave me one of those bless your hearts on YouTube saying maybe you shouldn't do live because then you can edit your video. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I shouldn't do lives, and maybe I should do recorded, but I don't know that I would get them edited. So let's see. I cannot get this connected. Let's check it out. Nothing worse than trying to do something and then have an update. Come on, connect. Not connected. Is it on? Oh, it's not on. Well, there you go. There we go. All right, it's connected. I think we can now, come on, cancel. Let's just go and do this. If it gives me that sign again, I'm going to be a little bit irritated. Come on. You like the live stream? I don't know what's going on here. This is really annoying. Oh, all right. Well, let's skip this part for right now, and we'll come back to it. Does that sound okay? Thankfully, I did cut this out ahead of time. So I want to show you how you get the transfer tape Explore 3 connected. Of course, when you when you threaten to put it all away, it tends to like work. I don't know. That's just like Murphy's Law or something. So anyway, I did cut out this, which is Be Merry, and I used the shimmer, which needs a strong grip transfer tape. Now the strong grip transfer tape actually comes in the box still. So when you are using the Smart Materials, or you're using any shimmer, you do need to use that strong grip transfer tape. It was like a 12 by 12 inch sheet, maybe a little bit longer. And so I just cut it in half and sort of pieced it together. So when I did do this cutout, here's what I have. So I had 2 that were cut out. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just cut these in half like this. We'll come back to it cutting because I have a couple of signs to make. So I put these a little too close, but that's okay. Let's just cut them down here. And I'm going to need some transfer tape. Now this is not shimmer, so I do not need the strong grip tape, and you can get strong grip transfer tape separately. It says it right on there, strong grip transfer tape, okay? But I only need regular transfer tape for this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out like a fairly long sheet of this. Here we go. And I am going to cut it into like about 5-inch sections. And if it helps, bless me, yikes. If it helps, you can use the grid here. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5 inches, I guess. I'm going to need more than one because these are only 12 inches. So let's go ahead and put this. And remember, you can reuse this transfer tape. So if you're making more than one sign, you can reuse it. All right. So now I have my transfer tape and I have my sign all weeded. So I'm going to take the transfer tape and remove this. Now you can do it a couple of ways. I think a lot of people really liked that hinge method that I did. And so I'll show it to you that way as well as show it to you the other way. So that way you can decide which method you like the best. All right, so we're removing, this one here is what I normally do, is I just remove the background and I'm going to place this on my design just like this. And this has a ripple in it. So if you want to avoid that sort of ripple, this is another way to do it. Remove just part of the backing. So I have to use a weeding tool for that, but I still just kind of fold down like this. And you could, I don't know, you could cut it or not. Then we're going to take and put our transfer tape down, and this is why it's called the hinge method. And we're going to pull, see how, whoop, I'm out of camera. I'm sorry. So we're going to pull it a little bit and then push it with my left hand. Okay, so just like this. And that way you don't get these ripples, you know? So that works out, I think, well. And it's a great little tip that I forget now. Oh, I think it was Angie from Merton Avenue that talked about that. So the other thing too is when you're doing transfer tape, you do not need to have the same length of transfer tape, you know? Like you can buy transfer tape in a very long roll, but you don't have to cut that length. I like this method of just using bits, and then what I do is I just overlap at the cut lines, and it seems to work just great. So here we go, and I have a little extra, so I'm just going to cut that right off because I don't need it, and I could save it for something else. All right. So that's exactly what I did here, but I used strong grip transfer tape, okay? Then what we're going to do is we are going to burnish this. That's what this is. You can use whatever you want, but I really like to use my scraping tool. So that's what this is. You can use the small one, you can use the large one, but we're really going to want to scrape the whole thing. And you notice that this sign has very thin lines. So we need to make sure that those lines are getting on the transfer tape. So take your time with this part, especially on the little thin lines or on little tiny pieces like up here. And just take your time. Better to be ready for this than, you know, get stuck halfway through because something didn't come off. Now, this doesn't ensure 100% that you're not going to have problems, but it is good advice for when you're doing this. So here we go. And if you want, you can actually turn it over like this and do the same thing here, because we're just trying to relieve the adhesive for the sign, okay? All right, now while it's on its back, I'm going to start peeling it away from the backing. So here's the backing. And I'm just going to test the waters here and see if I did burnish enough. And it looks like I did on most of it, but there'll be parts like right there I didn't. So this is a way that you can kind of just see before you get it on that sign or try to get it on the sign. You would do this. Now, I like to kind of roll this off because if something isn't like sort of detached from the backing, it will come off when you roll it a certain way. So that's cool. Right there, see? So work on a big enough surface too. Like if you have a dining room table or something, or a bigger table, it's good when you're making these signs that you have the right space. You just can't work on a cramped space. Tell that husband of yours that you need a dedicated craft room with all the surfaces for all your machines. All right, and I'm not yet going to put this on the board. I just want to show you this is what I would do ahead of time, just to make sure that it's going to release from that backing. And this is especially important for these kinds of chalkboard letters. Yeah, you know, I'm a big proponent of having dedicated space, but I understand some people don't have that. But if you're going to be serious about something, like my mom always had a sewing room, you know what I mean? A sewing room. And that's all she did there was sew, and it was perfect. I mean, it was in our little basement, and we lived in a split level, and she would go down there and I'm going sewing. And nobody would bother her. Actually, I would sit next to her most of the time. And in like the chair next to her and do different things, do different crafts and stuff. But she had a dedicated space. And then by, you know, not using something like the dining room, when Thanksgiving comes along, you don't have to clean off the dining room table to make room. But if you can't, that's okay too. That's kind of the beauty of the joy. Okay, so this, I'm not taking it off all the way. I just wanted to show you that this is what I would do here. I've done the same thing with this Be Merry. And you notice again, the transfer tape is strong grip tape. So let me just put this over here. And you do need to be careful with the strong grip tape of shimmer. So I want to show you, this is the shimmer. Shimmer is shimmery because it's, I guess, because it's sort of silvery on the back, which is kind of cool. So this is what it looks like. Now, these signs are only going to be out for like a month or two, or whatever, one side facing, and then you'll switch it around. So don't feel like you need to seal them. And in fact, if you sealed a shimmer, I think it wouldn't look so good. I did put a coating of latex paint on my board, but only because I didn't have white acrylic paint. So this is all set too. All right, now we're ready to apply it to the board. So this is the board that we're going to use. I already carefully measured it. It's 5.5 inches wide, and I cut this at 5 inches. So if it's helpful to you for visual, you could cut this part off. So let me just show you what I mean. Where's my scissors? Here they are. So visually, this might be the kind of thing where you can line it up better if you cut off this part onto your design. But if it doesn't help you, then don't do it. Okay? A craft wing. I love it. I love a craft wing. I need a craft wing. Last night I was cutting paper. All right, I'm not going to tell you that story just yet. I'm going to focus on this for a second. All right, so I'm going to do the hinge method here. I'm just removing a little tiny bit here, and then I'm going to place it exactly where I want it. Again, I need to make sure I center it. Is that centered? Yeah. So using the hinge method, this is what we're going to do, right? And you can't see my hand, but I'm actually pressing and sort of pulling off like this. But I do need to keep an eye on things, because right here is not coming off. There we go. There we go. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing here? I'm very slowly pushing this down, and I hope that it's going to go right on. I think it will. I hope it does. It feels like it's going sort of sideways. I don't want that. So let's go back and see if we can't lift it. Of course we can't lift it. I hope that this is going to work, because I thought I started this fine. Well, you live, you learn, folks. Maybe I should have started it from the bottom. No, the bottom has the same thing. All right. Do you see what I did wrong? At the very end here, I didn't make it straight. So now it's going sort of this way. What I could do is, if I had another cutout, which I do, I could take this off and would be ruining this, right? I mean, I wouldn't be able to redo it, but I don't want a crooked sign either. So I can take this off by removing it. I haven't really even pressed it down. So let's do this. And sometimes you waste, I know a lot of people say that, I'm wasting material. But honestly, do you really think artists, when they have to paint over and redo it, do you think they think about the wasted material? They don't. They don't. So remember, just like Pasquale says, we have to think of ourselves as artists. And in this case, we didn't line it up right. So we're going to start over. And we're not going to think about all the waste. All right. So I think this time around, when we do this, we're going to sort of line it up in the middle. And maybe, do I have my masking tape? Yes. Maybe we'll put masking tape down just so that it sort of is going to be centered. All right. Sorry, I just got to get all of my little off my fingers. There we go. Okay. So where is our other piece that we're ready to do? Here we go. All right, so I need to make sure, could I use masking tape? I could. Let's try it this way. So we're gonna take the masking tape. This. And let's line it up exactly the way we want it to appear, right? So I want, this is sort of the middle, and this is where I want it to go. I don't want the thing to actually start moving. So I'm gonna put this masking tape here, and that will be the sort of the middle point, you see? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the backing. Remember, we just did this. Just like this. Yeah, this is gonna work out great. And we're gonna take this off. Then we're going to sort of roll it, keeping the masking tape in position, sort of roll it down like this. We'll worry about pressing it down at the end when we have to remove it, okay? So let's do it on this end. There's dog hair all over this. Oh, because I put it on the floor. I did, it fell on the floor. All right. Come on. All right. And, oh, I like this way much better. Don't you? Look at that. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. That worked out great. See that? Now we'll remove the masking tape, and we are going to make sure we burnish again, because now we want it to come off of that transfer tape and stick on our sign. All right. Yeah, that's working great. All right. So then down here, we're going to start peeling off. And again, I like to peel it sort of at an angle, because if something doesn't come off that transfer tape, I can easily add it back on. Dog hair. I'll fix it later. It's not dog hair, it's glitter. Doggy glitter, right? Why is this not wanting to come off? Come on now. You want to come off. You want to come. You don't want to peel up my tape. It doesn't want to come off. Nobody's going to notice. They're going to notice. Nobody's going to know. I just love that. I don't even know where it comes from, but I just think that's what goes on in my head. Nobody's going to know. They're going to know. And remember, wabi-sabi crafting here, which means it cannot be perfect because we ourselves are not perfect. So this is an example of semi-wabi-sabi. If we wanted a machine-made product, we would have gone over to Home Goods and bought one of those signs. There we go. We're almost done. If it helps, you can cut this if it's too much. Thank you, Annette. All right. Now let's give it just, a pat down. Make sure. Sometimes there's little bubbles. Just give it a nice pat down. And that is one side. Isn't that great? We did it! We did it! Now to do the other side, because again, this is the what do you call it? Shimmer. We're going to have to use the transfer tape that is made for it. Strong grip right here. And let's go ahead. Let's put our sign down so we have more room. And we're going to take this transfer tape. Where's my little thing? Here we go. Obviously, the strong grip transfer tape is grippier, is stickier, but we need that for the shimmer. Okay. All right. Well, everything went wrong, but still we're going to end up with a really nice product in the end. I think that's a success. I do envy some of these people that are, they're videotaping. Like there's some, even other product experts that do these really slick videos. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful videos. But for me, it's like, I want to see the nitty gritty stuff. Like, did you have this happen to you? And what did you do when it happened? Because, it's real life. So, so that's just my little diatribe. I probably will never have real slick videos. I mean, I could edit them a little bit, I suppose. But I just kind of need to be real and say, I'm not a perfect person. All right. So, sorry about all this noise. Oh, so let me tell you. So last week I got on sale, and I think you all did too, because now most of it is sold out. But I got on sale this 12 by 24 inch paper. There's Santo. And hi, Santo. Oh, you gave me a little chocolate. Thank you. So I got the 12 by 24 inch paper, which is massive, you know, to work with. And so I decided I was going to cut it all down to make 12 by 12 inch paper. And that's what I did. So I got it all together and put it on my bed so that while I was attending 2 meetings by Zoom, I could actually be crafting by cutting this all up. So, but I ended up with so many paper cuts because, you know, dealing with this 12 by 12 inch paper was not super easy. Ugh. All right, so here we go. Yeah, and I ended up with some really great colors. So if you guys are looking for cardstock still, who isn't ever looking for cardstock? But if you're looking for cardstock, consider the 12 by 24 bits and then just cut them in half. So like I think I got a 12 by 24 inch pack for $8 before my discount. And there's 12 sheets of it on there. So, oops, my chocolate. There's 12 sheets. So half of that, right, is actually 24, right? 12, 24 sheets. And then in the variety packs, which is what they sell it in the variety packs, you get like 6 sheets of each color. So just one pack, you'll end up with 12 sheets of that color, right? Did I do the math right? I mean, pretty cool, right? And you just have to be careful of paper cuts. Okay, so let's go ahead and burnish this. We're gonna use our little method that we learned out of trial and error from Angie. All right, let's try it out. I also got, a ton of paper came in from Joann's, and it's beautiful. The die cuts with the view paper. I should probably do a little paper haul video. Very nice. Ooh, look at this, is coming out real nice. Awesome. I love it when something goes right. Yeah, so they had a lot of really great paper packs. So of course I bought some because you can never have too much paper, right? This is going really well. Oops, boop. I'm so excited. Yay. Okay, so let's get our sign. Let's line it up correctly. This is going to be perfect right here. And where's our masking tape? This is about halfway. Okay. And let's start at the top. And what do we do? Fold it down? Yeah, we folded it down. Maybe I shouldn't start at the top. Should I start at the top? That seems awkward to me. Yeah. Why do I... That seems a little awkward to me. Maybe I should start this way. Oh, because before what I did was I actually took it off. I didn't hinge it. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Whoops. This little part did not come off. Okay. Come on now. Yeah. Now I can get the scissors. Yes, yes. Okay, and on this side, to this side. Oh, Teddy. I still have a little bit, you see that? I still have a little bit of the backing on there, but that's okay. So let's take this off. We'll take it off when we take off the transfer tape. Let's pat it down. And yep, it's working out great. Oh, look at my paints lifting. Maybe I painted it wrong. Oh, well. Nobody's gonna notice. They're gonna know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. Yeah, I probably should have used acrylic paint. Oh, look at that. That's not gonna be good. I think we should keep this here. Just. All right, let's. I gotta make myself laugh or else I'd cry, you know? So, here we go. I'll do it on this side now. Look at, oh, bummer. I could go back and put, couldn't I? Go back and put a little bit of paint there. That's why I painted this thing, because it had this thing in there. Ah! Oh, well. You know, I can, in the meantime, get some paint and just sort of touch it up. Because all right. Whew. All right. Now, how the hell do I get this? Oh, you guys. Hilarious. Hilarity ensued. All right. I know what I need to do. I need to lift up this R a little bit. Yes. Yeah, right? I'm a goober. Here we go. Here's the goober at work. There we go. Of course, it cannot go smoothly. Everything can't go smoothly, then it would not be life. All right, here we go. There. Done. Let's take this part off. All right, we did it! Hooray! Don't look at this part. There we go. Look, be merry. Don't look at that part. And give thanks. Isn't that cool? I love it. I'm going to just take some paint and just paint right over here so you can't see it. Or I might just call it rustic and leave it like that. Who knows? but there is the sign. Now, we didn't get a chance to cut out. I did it, yeah! We didn't get a chance to cut out using the Explore 3, but I assure you, this I cut on the Explore 3 before I started the show. So it does indeed work. And a 3-foot roll, which is 36 inches, was perfectly sized for this because it was almost 32 inches. So you had a few inches left over, which you can use as scrap. And seriously, for like less than $4, I got $4 for each of these vinyls. The wood was free because it was from my garage. And so for under $10, I made this double-sided sign with my Cricut, and you can too. You can too. So I hope you can try this. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think maybe the next one I do will be a Hanukkah one. I can give it to my friend who celebrates Hanukkah. And then maybe like a winter on the other side after Hanukkah or something. Or what do they call it when you celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah? It's like Hanukkah, I don't know what it's called, but there is a name. Thank you, everyone, for coming and sweating it out with me. Can you see how sparkly it is? Sparkly. Ooh, I did a Halloween one. I got to take my Halloween one in. It's still out there. All right. And I hope you do try this. Now, tomorrow, as I mentioned, we are doing... Yay! Hi, Tammy! Tomorrow, as I mentioned, we are doing Thanksgiving table decorations. So we're going to do like a pilgrim hat. And they're all free because it's Freebie Friday. You're going to do a pilgrim hat, a little bushel basket, and some different types of table signs. So if you want to do name plates, or if you do a buffet, you can put the kind of, this is the stuffing made with cornbread versus this is stovetop stuffing. I'm really liking this, so I'm going to put this outside. And I'll just worry about this on the other side. So I hope to see you tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And have a wonderful day. It is going to be a beautiful day here in Peabody, Massachusetts. I hope it's going to be beautiful near you. Enjoy, because then after Thanksgiving, it's anybody's guess what could happen. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye.